What up guys, Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry. Today we're gonna find out, is it waterproof? That's right, we are testing the new Kristen Leanne Vice Liquid Lipstick from Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne collab, and we're testing the color Pulse to find out, is it waterproof, how long does it last, and can you eat with it and still have a perfect pout? So if you wanna find out what that's all about and also just this shade, then keep watching. So I wasn't originally gonna do a video solely devoted to this lipstick shade because it is an exclusive through urbandecay.com and freestanding stores, so I know it's a little bit more challenging for people to get their hands on the Kristen Leanne Urban Decay Liquid Lipstick collabs. I think there is a duo set, and if that is available at Ulta, then I'll link it down below. But the reason why I decided I need a whole video devoted to this is because when I get new crazy colors, sometimes I'll put them on really quickly before I jump in the shower to make sure it's something that I love, but I'm not like committed and stuck to it. Well, I put it on, jumped in the shower, and it was so hard to get off. First of all, I was in love with the color. I'm like, this is awesome, but I'm like, okay, time to wash off the day, wash off my face, and I could not get it off. So I had to use a couple different makeup removers in the shower to really break it down. And I thought, hey, let's see how long this lasts. So Kristen Leanne does talk about this in her launch video for the whole collab collection, that this is a slightly different formula and you are not supposed to press your lips together while applying it. You're supposed to apply it all and don't touch, and reapply if you need to get that really pigmented, concentrated look. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do it as it says. So this is the shade Pulse. When you pop it open, it is very beautiful. On the inside, it has the florals that are on some of the other palettes, so it's a very cohesive collection. Packaging is unique and different than the regular Urban Decay line. It has this very pretty pink. It does say have a little heart, say Kristen Leanne on the back, and the applicator is exactly the same as the normal liquid lipstick line. It has a little story about how Kristen created it, but I'll leave that for in case you purchase it. But it does say, use a precision applicator to line and fill your lips for intense pigment, comfortable color with insane wear. Don't press the lips together. For more coverage, lightly apply another coat if need be. Let it dry completely, and then you're golden. So I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna use a lip liner, even though I usually do. I want to see how this product performs exactly by itself. And I don't have a gray lip liner. If you don't have a good gray lip liner, drop it in the comments below, because I need to know. I have two now and I need a lip liner to go with it. So we're gonna apply this bad boy and let's check out the color payoff. I did make sure to do a lip scrub on my lips before applying, so I have a smooth application as well. So you can see it's not super duper pigmented yet. Kind of nice to have a light pigmentation. You can finesse it a little bit more first. It's hard not pressing your lips together though. I'm gonna say that. All right, that is with one coat. Slightly patchy, but not bad. It does say basically it will be thin, and then you can do another coat. So I'm gonna let that dry for a second and then do another coat. I'm really digging this color with my purple hair. It's looking really pretty. I like that so far. These liquid lipsticks are odd and different. You kind of have to retrain your brain. To be completely honest, it does take more work than most liquid lipsticks. You do have to work with it, and I did have to sit there, as you saw, and let it dry down. Your lips naturally want to touch together as you talk and speak, and when you do that, they kind of stick together and get very, very odd, so then you have to pat it back down. So the longer you let it dry, the better, but it's not something everybody always has time to do. So do realize that if you're looking to purchase one of these, it takes more finessing, and I guess it's not as user-friendly. Sorry, but it's not. Let's do a full-on kiss. No kiss lips, but a couple little flakes. How does the lipstick look? Good. So if you see the inside right here, that's the part that's a little odd. Anytime the lips touch together, you run the risk of them sticking together. And see, now they're starting to, the flakes are going off into my teeth. So we will see how long this lasts. Now that I did all that hard work, let's do the waterproof test. Ooh, hopefully it doesn't mess it up too much, but if it does, then that pretty much answers that question, doesn't it? All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and spray this and see if it's waterproof. I hope I don't ruin all the rest of my makeup. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay. It kind of made it a little bit more tacky. Just a little bit more flakes coming off, but still pretty intact. Let's do it again. Let's really drench it. Some flakes coming off, but not like a big old print. Still pretty much intact. Let's see. Just some weird like flakies that were coming off anyways. Not completely. Yeah, interesting. It's very interesting. It's not rubbing off, it's staying on, but it's flaky. Okay, so pretty much past the waterproof test. Let me go ahead and take a drink from this water bottle and see if there's any lip stains. None. I always have a ring. Actually, I'm feeling quite thirsty for some mint green tea, one of my favorites for hot tea. So let me go brew some of that really quick and we will do the lipstick on the mug test too. Let's just give it the full on test today. BRB. All right, I am back with a piping hot. By the way, I have quite the hilarious mugs. Thank you to my brother and sister-in-law who got me this mug. If you can name what show this is from, that is my face, yes, but the actual mug, if you can name that show in the comments below, brownie points for you. 10 extra brownie points, woo, for knowing that pop culture reference. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the mug test. It's still having those little flakes, but not like an actual print. I'll try to turn this around, just flakes. So that is passing that test as well. What I noticed while I was brewing is I'm getting some gathering on my inner corners of those little flaky flakes still, and I teeth. Now I wouldn't say this is the most comfortable liquid lipstick. Definitely I'm very aware that something's on my lips. So if it's something that bothers you, this might not be a good liquid lipstick for you. I can get over it if these stop flaking on the inside. So maybe like that, that's gnarly. That's what's coming off in my lips. So I don't love that. So let's check in a little bit. If it starts to wear down, I will check in with you. So that's kind of how our wear test is gonna go today. I'm not gonna do a set standard amount of time. I will just let you know how it's going. If it's still on before I wash my face the other night, you guys will know about it. And I will check in after I eat dinner because it's around 3 o'clock right now. So after I eat dinner, which I am having burritos tonight and chips and guacamole, all that stuff, I will let you know if it's still on. Okay, as you guys just watched me eat a burrito, it was mostly passing through the burrito test, the eating test, but as you can see, it wore down after the whole burrito, chips and guac, and drinking a whole bottle of water. It's lots and lots of cracking and flaking, as you can see. So not super pretty afterwards, which most liquid lipsticks and lipsticks aren't. So I want to see how this reapplies. By the way, it has been on for about 5 hours, and before I did it, you saw in the video, it looked pretty okay. But let's go ahead and see if this reapplies well, because that's the most important part. After you eat, if it's worn down, can it be reapplied? All right, that actually reapplied way easier than I thought it would. So especially for a drying lipstick, I thought it was going to be really gross. Okay, so that's all dry now. So let's see how easy it is to take off the liquid lipstick, because I had quite the challenge taking it off last time just in the shower. So let's go in with my trusty NYX makeup wipes. Oh, it feels really gross when you're trying to take it off. Man, a regular liquid lipstick though would be already off in one swipe. So you have to work it a little bit. It wants to hang on, but not too bad with the actual wipe. Now this is what I tried before, and this takes everything off, but I had to like scrub it in the shower. So definitely use a makeup wipe. Yeah, and then you'll be good. So yeah, with overall thoughts with that. So when I reapplied it the second time just now, I didn't put too much on the inner rim of my lips, and then I made sure to take it off. This is like a little Marilyn Monroe trick. and then you pull it. So that takes care of that inner rim part, and then I didn't feel it flaking. I waited a couple minutes and I went and got my wipes and everything, and I didn't feel it doing that weird balled up situation that it was the first application. So moving forward, that's how I would correct that. And as long as I don't have that weird feeling in my mouth, then I'm perfectly happy with it. It did feel a little bit dry, so I might even put on a lip balm before and then take it off right before to add some hydration. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the formula. Just a couple things to watch out for. If you don't like drying liquid lipsticks, it might not be for you, but if you want a waterproof one, you might want to deal with it, because it, as you saw, was pretty waterproof. Not full eat proof, maybe some light snacking, and especially if you're careful with it, not going in with the whole burrito. Another thing I noticed with my burrito, usually if I have a lipstick on or something, I'll have, you know, lip marks on my tortilla. I didn't have that, so that was nice. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope this was informative and let you guys know about the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne liquid lipstick formula a little bit better. It is a little bit similar to the original, but still a little bit different. A little bit, you know, you saw what the results were with that. So before you leave, please go down and hit that little subscribe button. If you are new to my channel, I am growing and having so much fun growing my community with you guys. And don't forget to say hi down in the comments below. Thank you again so much for watching, and you guys have a great, lovely day.